P1 Fitness, and today we're at day number 24 of 30 questions in 30 days. So today's question is, how do I check my body fat percentage? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk you through the available options for testing your body fat and then give my recommendation on what the best one is. So there's a few types. There's an electronic version called bioimpedance that uses a thing you stand on or perhaps a thing that you put over certain sides of your body. There's calipers, there's bod pods, there's DEXA scans. So starting with bioimpedance, does it work? Yes, but I found it's highly variable, too variable. I've experimented with clients where they do it pre-workout, then post-workout, or they drink a liter of water at 30 minutes and then do it again, and it varies a lot. So if you use this technique, I would do it at the exact day each week, exact same time of day, and do the exact protocol with nutrition, with your urination, with your poop schedule, with your eating schedule, so it's always the same. I know that sounds gross, but those things have a pretty big impact on what your net result will be. Out of a score out of 11, I'd give it 5. Next we have calipers. Pros and cons. On the plus, it's very accurate. It pushes water out of the cell. A good practitioner will get the exact amount of fat. On the plus, it's very accurate. It works well. You can look at site differences. For example, if someone's very high in their upper back versus their stomach or versus their legs, it can tell me a little bit about what's going on hormonally with the client. Okay. The cons are, of course, you need a practitioner to do it. Alright, so you need somebody to do it for you. That somebody has to be well trained in that technique. If you do this, I suggest a biosignature or bioprint practitioner, or just somebody who's been doing calipers for a long time and has probably done literally hundreds, if not thousands of tests, so they're very trained in that method. Okay, out of 11, I would give that 10 out of 11 stars. Next, the DEXA scan. Pros and cons. On the plus, again, very accurate. On the minus, it's expensive. I know in Queensland here in Australia there's not that many around. Often universities will have them. So if you're abroad, they might be more readily available in the US. I know they are. But here in Aussie, there's not a lot around. So that the price is a big detriment to that. So you might only get 1 or 2 a year, but they are very, very accurate. The other method, out of 11 stars, on a scale of 1 to 11, I'd give it a 6.5, the cost being the most detriment. The biggest, the factor of not getting an 11. And of course, the one I haven't mentioned is good old photos. If you can see your abs, guys, you're lean. Girls, if you can see a flat stomach and maybe a 2-pack in your stomach, you're lean. Okay, so depending on what your goals are, of course, photos are a great judge. All right. So for guys to see abs, we're talking generally, and this differs person to person. But if I had to get off the fence and make a call, I'd say it's if you can see your abs, guys, a 6-pack. Not in an elevator with your shirt off, but in all lights, in all angles. See a vague outline of a 6-pack. Doesn't need to be shredded. You're probably under 12%. Girls, I reckon a good range that most clients I train, females, want to be about maybe 16%, which is sort of a very flat stomach. Maybe some top abs coming through. You're at about 16% there. Okay. Hope that helps. I just went through the most popular body fat testing options and told you my opinion on what the best one was. If you've forgotten, it's the calipers. Preferably someone who's trained well in that area. Hope that helps, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.